Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to see what is a Gazarium number and how to check whether a number is a Gazarium number or not in Java. So let's get started. So what is a Gazarium number? A Gazarium number is a number whose sum of the digits powered with their respective positions is equal to the number itself. For example, 135. In 135, 1 is the first digit, 3 is the second digit, and 5 is the third digit. So we will power 1 with 1, 3 with 2, and 5 with 3. After summing the digits, we get 1 plus 9 plus 125, which equals 135, the number itself. Now let's see another example, 89. So in 89, 8 is the first digit and 9 is the second digit. So after summing it, we will get 8 plus 81, which equals 89, the number itself. Now let's go ahead and check how to check whether a number is a Gazarium number or not in Java. So I've created a class named Gazarium, and inside that class I've created a function named main. Now we will create an integer, int type variable. So int no equals 89. For checking if the number is a Gazarium number or not, we have to add the digits after powering it to their respective positions. So we will store the sum of the digits in a variable named sum. So int sum will be equal to 0. Its initial value will be equal to 0. Now we have to count how many digits are there in the number, and there is no direct method to count the digits of a number in from a int variable, but there is a method from which we can count the number of characters or digits in a string variable. So now we will create now we will convert this int variable to a string variable using this statement. String count will be equal to integer not to string no. So now from this statement we have converted the int variable to a string variable, and now int length will be equal to count dot length. So now in this variable the length of the number, which is 89, so the length of the number, which is 2 digits, is stored. Now a main logic begins from here. Now we have to separate the digits and work on them separately. So for separating the digits we will use a while loop. So while number is greater than 0 means this while loop will run till the value of number is greater than 0. So while value of number is greater than 0, int remainder will be equal to number mod 10. So this statement will actually give out the last digit of the number. So how this statement works? If you divide the number by 10, you will get a remainder 9, and that remainder will be stored in this variable, because we are not dividing the number by 10. We are modding the number by 10. This operator is called a modulus operator in Java. Then sum equals sum plus int int match dot pow remainder comma length. So this statement will power the digit to its respective position, and I have typecasted this statement because only double type variables can access the math functions. Means only double type variable can access this function math.pow, and this sum is actually a int type variable. That's why we have to typecast it. And after typecasting and this powering and all is done, it will add it to the existing total of sum. Now we will decrease or you can say we will decrement the value of length. So length minus minus. So here we have decreased the value of length by 1 for the next digit which will come in this while loop. So number equals number divided by 10. So from this statement, this number will store the quotient after the numbers divided by 10. So after the while loop is executed, after coming out of this while loop, we have to put the if condition to check if the sum is equal to the original number or not. But since we have used a while loop, and this while loop will run till the value of number is greater than 0, means after coming out of this while loop, the value of number will be either equal to 0 or less than 0, means the value of number will be altered. That is why we have to take a copy of the number. So we'll take the copy of the number in a variable copy number. So in copy number equals number. And then after coming out of this while loop, we will put the if condition. If copy number equals sum, means it is a Gaussian number. So system dot out dot println copy number is a Gaussian number and else it is not a Gaussian number. Else is not a Gaussian number. So now we will just do a dry running of this code once. So the value of number is 89. The value of number is copied in a variable copy number. So the value of copy number will also be equal to 89. Sum equals 0. String count will be equal to integer dot toString. If you convert this to the value of the int type variable number to string type variable count. And here the value of length will be 2 because this number is of 2 digits. So while number is greater than 0. So is value of number greater than 0? Is 89 greater than 0? Yes, 89 is greater than 0. Means this will be true and this while loop will run now. So int remainder equals number mod 10. So 89 mod 10 will give 9. So sum will be equal to sum plus int mag.pow remainder comma length. So remainder is 9 and length is 2 and sum is 0. So 0 plus 9 raised to 2 will be 0 plus 81 will be equal to 81. So the value stored in sum will be equal to 81. Now length minus minus. The initial value of length was 2. So 2 minus 1 will be equal to 1. Now number equals number divided by 10. 89 divided by 10 will give 8. It will give the quotient. Now we will again check if the while loop can be executed further. So now the current value of number is 8. So is 8 greater than 0? Yes, 8 is greater than 0. Means it will be true and this while loop will again get executed. So in remainder will be number mod 10. So 8 mod 10 will be equal to 8. Now sum equals sum plus int power remainder comma length. Now the value of sum is 81. So 81 plus 8 raised to 1 means 81 plus 8 will be equal to 89. So now the leakage value stored in sum will be equal to 89. Now length minus minus 1 minus 1 will be equal to 0. Now number equals number divided by 10. Now 8 divided by 10 will result in 0. Now it will again go in this while loop and check again. So while number is greater than 0, now the value of number is 0. So is 0 greater than 0? No, 0 is not greater than 0. Hence this will result in false and this while loop will not get executed. Now we have to come here. Now after this while loop is executed, the control will come out of the while loop and will go on this if statement. So if copy number is equal to sum, so the value of copy number is 89 and the value of sum is also 89. So copy number equals sum means this will be true. That is, then this statement will get executed. So now let's run the program and check if it's working or not. So you can see that it has printed that 89 is a Gaussian number, means we have got a desired output. Now let's put any random number and check if it still gives the same answer or it will give not Gaussian number. So let's put 23. It's a random number. So 23 is not a Gaussian number, means our code is working properly. So I hope all of you guys have understood this code, and that's all for today, guys. Bye, guys.